Hey YouTube, today we're going to be talking about how to get your older computer to run Windows. In this case, mainly Windows 7. So let's begin by turning on the computer first. And we know you definitely want to get the computer running faster when it can handle retro technology and retro hardware like your floppy drives, especially our 5 1/4 here, as you can see as it's lighting up, and other things like zip disks and super floppies and all fun retro technology like that. As you can see, it's a compact computer. And if you haven't seen my first video on this, of course I'll have a link in the description. It talks about the specs on the computer and running Windows 7 on it, and reading floppy disks and using some of that retro tech. But in this video mainly I'm going to talk about how to get Windows running faster, because if you've seen the other video, you'll notice that Windows runs very, very slowly. So mainly in this, I'm going to be talking about how to disable all the fancy graphic stuff, and which will allow better, it won't look as pretty, but it will allow better for performance. And as you can even see here, it's taking a long time just to load Windows itself. And we haven't even logged in and started running programs and stuff on the user interface. Patiently waiting. So you can see that it's Windows 7. And there we go. So for now, I'm going to pause the video, type in my password, so no one gets any bright ideas, and when it logs in, I will unpause the video. So there we go, plugged in my password, and you can see that it's loading, and it definitely takes a long time. You can see it's registering the drives and stuff like that. Still loading. Now you can do this on many different versions of Windows. Again, I'm going to show you how to do it specifically on Windows 7. But if you want to hear more about the specs and actually getting Windows on this computer and stuff like that, and seeing more about reading the floppy disks and everything, I will have a link to the other video in the description. So here you go, it has loaded Windows. Now if we, especially because we love our 5 1/4 inch floppies, and of course we have one here, we put it in and we want to read from it. You can see, and don't mind, that's just the antivirus. But to load the graphics and everything is taking quite a long time on this older computer. And there you can go, you can see the 5 1/4 inch floppy. There you go, it's reading. You can see that it's marked as G. And to do all this, it's taking a very long time, especially to bring up stuff. If we go under Properties, it's taking a bit long, and there's a bit of a lag. Now it's running pretty good tonight, but you can see, and there you can see it's 354 kilobytes, as most 5 1/4 inch floppies are. So you can see it took a long time, and to bring up some of the menus and everything, it takes a lot. We're also going to show you how much CPU it's taking. And if we go to performance, you can see that the computer idles at about 30 to 50%. But when you start moving it and using, you can see that the taskbar is lagging, and that it actually bumps it up. We do that again to 100%. So why waste all that CPU on just Windows and just graphic stuff that you really don't need? So if you go to Start, and we go to Computer, and you right click on Properties, it will bring up a window, and we're going to minimize this. And you can see this is all the specs and everything in that properties thing that you always get with Windows. And if you go to Advanced System Settings, it'll bring up this window. Now, depending on what particular version you're using, like if you're using XP, I know this window comes up right away. If you're using 10 or 8, I think it brings up a different version of property, but your advanced system properties on the side. The main thing is, if you can't find it and you know how to get to this tab, the computer name where you can change the computer and networking, all you have to do is go to advanced, and then you'll be able to get right along. Because I know Windows always has, each version of Windows has a slightly different way of getting to this. And if you click on the first one where it says Performance, Visual Effects, Processing, Scheduling, blah, 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 and you click Settings, the first tab will come up is this. And this is the main one where it says Visual Effects. So the default is let Windows choose what's best for my computer, and it will normally enable all of this. But what if we don't want all of this stuff enabled because we don't want to waste all the processing power for it? So if we hit Adjust for Best Performance, and we get that into focus, you can see there's Adjust for Best for Performance, and there's Let Windows Choose What's Best for My Computer. This will be your default, and you can see that everything is checked. And if you select Adjust for Best Performance, it disables everything. We're going to come down here, and we're going to click OK. And we're going to let it do its thing, and when it does its thing, I'll bring the video back up.